Here is a very popular question to you. Is many people come to our gong bath as you, head to the gong or feet to the gong? Before you answer that, please subscribe our YouTube channel and hit the bell for notification and also give us a thumbs up. Yes?
Well, actually, Yiling, many people don't ask me that, and I volunteer.
You volunteer
the information because often people wander in and they have no idea what to do. Where shall I go?
Especially new to the gong.
Yeah, they go, should I go near to the gong or far away or whatever it is, you know? And they're disorientated because they're not really sure what's going to happen. People who are new to the gongs.
Yes.
And also, you know, I mean, we've got different setups with gongs. So it's not actually a cut and dried answer. It's not necessarily as simple as you might think. But let's just take the basic idea that
for the gong bath, a group gong
you're
bath.
lying down, in a group gong bath. You're lying down on the floor, hopefully quite comfortably, but you are either, and the gongs are in front of you, let's say. They're in front of you. And you've got a choice, basically. You can lie. Well, you could lie sideways, but we don't tend to do that unless there's kind of some kind of space constraint.
Sometimes
you have to. But ideally, you are, let's take this case where you're facing the gong and you've got a choice to put your feet first or your head first. And what's the difference?
If you want to know the difference, come to our gong bath.
And try. No, you'd have to come to two gong baths and do it once one way, once the other.
Yeah, very good idea. But if you want to come to our gong bath, please check below in the description box.
So actually, when people raise the subject themselves, say, which way around shall I go? What often I do is I say, actually, I'm not the best authority to ask on this
because you hardly lie down.
You know, it goes with the territory that if you're always playing the gongs, then you don't tend to be played to very much. But so I often ask people who regularly, you know, gong bath regulars who regularly come to the gong bath to ask to share what they think the difference is, because they can. And often you get slightly nuanced replies actually, but you know. You asked me the question, so I'll answer it too. I think it's to do with energy flows. This is what I think is what we ought to be focusing on here. We've got energy flows is one thing, and chakra.
Oh yeah, of course.
The notion of the chakra. I'm not going to go into a great big detail about what chakra is, but what we find, or the reports that we get from in gong bath experience, is that the chakras naturally open. You do get this energy flow that will. I remember the first time that I played a public gong bath to a group of experienced yoginis.
Oh, wow.
One of them said to me, "Wow, all my chakras are opened."
Oh yeah, many times I heard that.
And I've heard it many times since. And I thought, really? I had no idea. Before I was quite new to this, you see. And ever since I've said this, because it's kind of, maybe not everybody's all the time, but it does happen. Usually it's something that we should be aware of. So that the chakras open and we've got this energy flow. Now, if you've got your feet facing, there'll be an energy flow from the gongs to you, to your body, to your chakra system, up through the chakras. And out. So I always call that like and it's going to lend itself to an expansive experience, if we use the word journey, an expansive journeying in the sound immersion. Right. I like that, expansive.
Okay, so how about head
first? Well, first of all, we could say if you're putting your head towards the gong rather than your feet, it's going to be more intense because your head, that's
ears,
not just the ears, but
and also the meridian, many meridian, and you're very sensitive.
So I don't recommend people who go to the gong, who are really new to the gong, going to the gong bar, say for the first time, to lie with their head facing the gong.
That would be.
But many more experienced gong bar goers really enjoy putting their head to the gong, and I characterise this as being a more immersive experience. The flow of energy is down through the chakras, an immersive journey as opposed to an expansive one. We can further consider, again, I started off by talking about different ways that we can set up the gongs and how people are laid out in the space, depending on how big it is. What I love to do, if I can, if the room is big enough, and we've got quite a large number of people coming, is to put the gongs in the middle of the space and have everybody like spokes of a chakra, like spokes of a wheel, lying and encouraging everybody to face either in or out. So we've got a unified field of energy that we can have, create this extraordinary flows.
My experience is when you play, because sometimes we do the self-healing, one-to-one healing, and when you play the gong near my head, it's very quick. I think it's 1 or 2 seconds. I can feel the vibration already travel to my lower spine. And when you play the gong near my feet, and the energy is really quick to my crown. It's very quick, just amazing,
I've got a couple of people I can think of. I always remember the one that the story that I'll tell, a couple of stories about people being really almost addicted to having their heads really close to the gong. The one that I've got a couple of stories, but we haven't got time for both. The one that I will say is that I used to regularly play for a meditation master's class near where I lived in England, where I live in England, some years ago. And she, who led the class, she had the kind of pick of where she went. We set up the gongs in the centre of the space, and this was soon after I acquired this massive 42-inch gong, and her preferred spot was lying with her head almost under this gong.
Wow.
With her head, with her head facing the gong. And we used to call that the sort of the God, the being plugged into God posture. So it can be a very intense experience, but very rewarding for those that are kind of up for it. I
normally will suggest people, they like gong and they like meditation. I will suggest them to sit up on the floor. I will always recommend that you can try maybe 5-10 minutes until you feel tired, the legs feel tired, can lie down. And many people afterwards, they feedback to me, wow, it's more sensitive when sit up.
That's a view. I'm.
It's not necessary 45 minutes gong bath or sun bath. You all lie on the floor. Sometimes, I always encourage people sit up first, or when you lie there, you didn't sleep, you feel good, you can sit up, maybe in the middle to meditate. It's very helpful when you sit up. The energy and then the meditation is very helpful.
I think you should explain that. I'm just thinking, I'm not disagreeing with you, Eileen, at all.
Because that's my favorite.
I'm just smiling when I'm thinking about, we've been talking in some of these videos about when I'm playing in London, and often when I'm playing in London, I'm playing on a weekday evening, and you're getting people coming in from work. They've been working all day, or they've been busy, working. or whatever they've been up to, they come in to the gong bath as a place for relief and relaxation.
Oh yeah,
and they love the idea of being able to lie down under a blanket, nice and cozy in a darkened room.
Of course, and many people.
And so it would be a struggle, I think, with some of them to encourage them to sit up.
It's very interesting.
For very long.
It's very interesting when we do the gong bath in England and also in Taiwan. It's very interesting because in England, I found out not so many people snore. Go to sleep in England, but in Taiwan, in Asia, in Taiwan, 90%. I don't know why.
Maybe
that's another topic.
That's actually a really good topic for another video. In fact, why do people fall asleep in gong baths, and is it a good thing?
Next time. Okay,
we've come up with another video topic.
So
already.
Thank you for now. More videos shared to you. So please subscribe and hit the bell. We see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye.